This kind of stuff that I'm talking about, now information age has basically maxed out science. So the theories have been in place, for example, years ago, people being so much into mysticism, Moses came and Jesus came, and biblical stuff even. Prophet Muhammad that came, all these other prophets and educated people came, and prophets became scientists. And now, with all the instruments, just like what we are using for this show, my iPhone is a product of what, for example, Prophet Steve Jobs, in a sense of scientific prophet, came about and made his ideas work with the collaboration of other engineers and scientists. These are all examples that, now we got the information age of jam-packed scientific information that now we have outsmart everybody, and if we do not go any further than this, instead of things getting smarter, it's going to get more stupid, in a sense. So what do? We are working on many instruments that would surpass humanity, that would be more efficient and more not so depend on our little aggravated emotions and imperfect abilities. So what we have in place is artificial intelligence, which is a sub-product of, in other words, artificial intelligence is secondary to emotional intelligence. So we are working on that based on the quantum theory of relativity. 0 is 1 and 1 is 0 in a quantum computers. So with all that put aside, the third level of, or third platform of human progression is intelligence age in general. And intelligence is beyond testing. So in other words, you don't go test someone who's a savant and say, oh, this person can say exactly what day and hour and so on and so forth on calendar when it was when you were born, in the past. But we also look for, savants that, for example, they may predict the future, and they may be psychics, for example, in so many ways. Psychics that they can predict the future, but or savants that can predict the future and tell you what exactly can, happen or will go on, like someone like Nostradamus, which he couldn't even save his own wife from death, even though he was a medical doctor. So what happens is that these people, something ignites their motivation, and that is something tragic happens in their life, and they find out that they get into this journey of fix it and make it better kind of a mentality, like what Nostradamus did, because the of the death of his wife, and what Einstein did, or what Edison did, or what Tesla did, you know, Mr. Tesla, in other words, the invention of giving light to other establishment through remote electricity. So these are all examples that, yes, people who have certain abilities or intelligence, it may have started in the past with Jesus and Moses and Muhammad in biblical books, and then it progressed to, for example, Steve Jobs, that created iPhone and iPad and all that kind of stuff as a way of improvement. So now with intelligence age is beyond this basically platform of information, like Nostradamus put on paper about the future. That's, you know, basically where we are heading at. For the fact that now intelligence age or platform is about the spontaneity of the information. In other words, up to industrial age, everything was a script of how to do this and how to do that and how to do the other thing or how to make things better. So now with the information age, the information is at the edge of our fingertips, and we explore and we find out and we basically communicate this information day in and day out, whether it's on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or devices like this as a live show. But we're gonna surpass all of this as to we're gonna be a person of this, in a sense. And person of this is that, for example, whatever abilities you have, whatever insights you have, whatever enlightenment or the biblical term of whatever revelation you have, you will transform yourself and others spontaneously or simultaneously based on the fact that you will create a better world for yourself and others in collaboration. I don't know when these amigos will ever come up with a better or some kind of a silent lawnmowers and dirt blowers and all that kind of stuff, you know. And my suggestion to my amigos is that when you get the silent lawnmowers and, you know, battery like and dirt blowers and all of that, you're going to get more and more jobs. So you're not saving money. You would be losing money because you're not, for example, getting more clients, because now the clients are being passed on to other amigos who come around and they have the battery lawnmowers and dirt blowers these times. And you know, some amigos may think, you know what, we are living in a, or I'm doing a work on, you know, places that are not worth the, or they don't want to pay for more because my tool is more expensive that I now bought with the battery dirt blowers and the battery lawn mowers. So what happens is that as soon as one Amigo starts, all the new clients may go exclusively to with more expensive way of doing people's lawns, and from one it becomes two, and two becomes three, and just like at first when we had the automatic garbage disposal trucks came around, and first it was just Beverly Hills that was doing that, but now you see it in middle class neighborhoods as well. So spontaneousness is the key, but spontaneous control is even more important. And because this show is beyond science, what I would like to say is that intelligence age is beyond science. Beyond science that, we would not need any crutches anymore, even though some things do require science. We're gonna still keep our philosophy books. We're still gonna keep our psychology books. But we're also going to hear it from people like, I can give an example of Anthony Robbins and people like Jim Rohn or people like Einstein, that they came about and brought the message, brought the formula, brought the ideas, and we built better franchises, we made better theme parks, and we made better people who dream big because they are the dream. In other words, dreams come true is made up of people who participate on a platform that acknowledges you have a dream, communicate the dream, and play the dream. And this is what is a platform that comes after or is in place now, because I have put in place this space and time, this platform, this spa, whatever you want to call it, as a dreams come true coaching platform that you get to acknowledge your ability, or if you have any notions of it, you get to communicate it, and you get to play it in more and more expansive way in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, I do encourage you that you watch these programs at least 3 times to, the second time that, you watch this show from beginning to end will fill in the gaps. The third time will bring it all together as a whole 3D picture in your mind. And when the shift happens and the transformation happens, and you get to, you can watch it if you want more and more. But after all of this, when the shift happens, when the transformation happens, you are nothing but living your dream in this 4th dimensional consciousness. Call me, contact me. My information is in my profile. For private sessions, I am available, and I give free evaluation session, that is, to all my viewers as well, that you can call and schedule that with me as well. This is Dr. Corey signing off, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.